Hi, my name is Charlie. I'm an actor. I run a theater page called Theater is Dead, and I live in New York. Those are just things about me. Today's a special day, and here's why. My little brother is performing for his first time in New York City at my old school, his current school, and in that I could maybe answer a question. Should you go to theater school? But again, I'm running late, so I have to go, so I'm gonna go now. Should you go to theater school? I ask because today's a really special day. I get to see my little brother perform at my old school for the first time in New York City. My whole family has come up to see him, and it's important enough to document and make a little video about it. So if you're new and we haven't met through this before, thank you for stopping by, saying hi. Just hit 18 subscribers. It's no joke. That's like 4 more than last week. So that YouTube famas. I'm meeting my family now, so I have to go. I'm just in the middle of the street using like my phone as like a light. Also, that was a terrifying shot. Well, hold up. Before you meet my family and we go see my little brother's show, I have to wonder, why did I go to theater school? Okay, so back in 2012, I had just barely graduated high school after I was going to a community college, and I was obsessed with going to like the right school, but I was an absolute terrible student. Plus, all I really wanted was to be an actor. I wanted to go to school, not for education, but for approval and prestige. And I thought that going to a school would bring me those things. But even more specific, I thought that going to Juilliard would bring me this approval that I was looking for. So I auditioned, and I got pretty far, but I didn't get in. And trust me, I was crushed. Like, I wrote in a journal I was carrying at the time that I felt pain, regret, and anger, because I had tied my self-worth so directly with going to like the right school. The truth is, I should have always connected my self-worth to what was working for me at the time, which was my creative process, not to some school. And only looking back, I realized that my creative process got me here. Like, it got me to right now, this moment, my whole family coming up to see my little brother perform. I mean, all those hardships, everything I just talked about led to this moment, my mom's reality TV show intro.
I'm Badly, I'm the mama. Hey, hi.
I couldn't see it back then, but the trials you go through, they lead somewhere. What you plan is not as exciting as what actually happens. Like packing your family into a car, driving past diners you used to go to in college, all just to see your little brother take a bow. And as I wait for him, I am just completely overwhelmed with emotions. And I wish I could take this little clip and show that to my 17-year-old self and tell him that it all leads somewhere. Like all those hardships that we go through, all those kind of first glance failures, they lead you somewhere far more interesting than the right school. This is a little spooky, but this may fall. Oh God. I guess I kind of teased, just to wrap it, that should you go to theater school, and what you should do before all of that, if you want to become an actor, is work for performance opportunities. And sometimes schools don't give you that. Sometimes you're like not cool enough, sometimes you're not talented enough, sometimes there's a lot of reasons that you don't get it. So you gotta work for your performance opportunities. And my little brother fucking worked tonight. And I can see it in his eyes, man. He's got horse blinders on, you know? He's just like in the process of doing it and working hard and practicing. And so I just love where he's at in his head. And it's a little hard to crack through and be like, good job, because especially after a show, like the last thing you want to do is see people really, and let alone see your brother with a camera. But I had to do it. I want to remember that, how I feel, I think, right now. And thanks for following. It's a weird one. So, should you go to theater school? I have no clue. That's up to you. That'll be your choice. But I know this, chase the work. Believe desperately in your creative process and go out there. Like, you got this. You got it. Go break legs. Like, not, you know, in the theater way.